One of the more misunderstood and difficult techniques for a lot of people in American Kenpo is Entangled Wing. And I hope I'm going to show some ways that will make it a lot easier for you. We're going to do Entangled Wing base. We're going to throw the extension in as well. But I'm going to talk my way through this. So Matt is actually going to do Entangled Wing on me. I'm going to be the attacker. And it works for a figure 4 arm lock, meaning that my hand, you wouldn't start like this, but just so that you can see, my fingers would go outward. That would be like 9 o'clock. And I grab his wrist, my left arm goes underneath, or over top of his arm and underneath mine, and I grab my own wrist. Okay, again, a little love tap. I could soften him up first and control. And you know, from a jiu-jitsu perspective, you know, Matt might be like this, and I can just go ahead and apply it really fast. It doesn't, you know, some people would say, how does that lock occur? It come from many different ways. If you notice what I did, he was facing you. If I wanted to throw him, I got him already, boom, right there. And I'll be careful, if I take my right leg and right back, I do a lot of nasty things on the ground as well, including, you know, arm break, etc. But in any event, I have Matt in this figure 4, okay? Now, when I apply it, Matt, this is taught different ways. One of the common ways is to pin the hand that grabs and deliver an upward elbow. Crank. The thing is I'm not just going to stay there and allow him to do that. So true, this is an angle of least resistance, no doubt. But I'm not just going to allow him to do that so freely. Okay, in fact, Matt, also check my right knee and try to do that. Oh, I got him. Like I just, as soon as I felt any motion, if I went forward, because it's away from my body, do it again, Matt. Oh, look, I totally got him. Like there was no control. So the way to stop this from happening is for Matt to intelligently push right on my elbow. Aha, and look at the knee check. Now, if he pushes on my wrist to stop it, I still hit him. In fact, that almost helped aid in the inward elbow. So he pushes right on my elbow, then connects. And then look how he just keeps turning, and he has now control of my elbow. He's controlled my height as he does you can't see it, but he's doing a left backward elbow to my kidney ribs. Okay, so if we try that again. And he didn't do anything. He didn't have to switch his hands. My hands were right in that position because of where he positioned me. So he pushes, checks my knee, and he keeps the circling, and he cracks my elbow. And then he switches and does a right outward elbow to my stomach. So look where he checked, at my elbow. If you grab the wrist and it's not tight to the body, I have an elbow. So you always want to control the joint at the elbow. So if we watch this again, by the way, you notice that the torque and the technique and the movement is very similar to captured leaves. Very, very similar. So I apply the lock, he pushes, boom, he connects. He cracks my elbow, shifts back, and hits me with another elbow. If you do happen to grab the wrist, make sure it's against your body. So that I can't use that arm against you, okay? Now, a couple ways this next move is taught. He's gonna soften me up with a back knuckle nose. So he can do it right now, but he might lose the rest of his technique possibly. You can do it in sync with the buckle, or you can do it as you drag up in response to the strike. So you go straight, crack that, wait! Now he drags up and softens me up, and then he hooks my neck and he buckles out my leg. So he stretched me right out. By the way, you might not see this. My elbow is right against his body. Put a little pressure on that. Yeah, it'll break easily. Now he's gonna soften me up a little more. He's gonna do a right knee and a left knee and drop back again and buckle it again. Then he's just gonna rotate my wrist, let go, and this arm is gonna crack. Boom, as he comes through. That was perfect. Okay, so we're going to try that one again, Entangled Wing. So he pushes. By the way, I should say this. We always know to check the knee. That's always important. If you don't, so Matt, I want you to maybe step between my legs or even a little over this way. What often happens, keep going, is you miss the elbow. You feel how you're missing the elbow? You can't see that, but we'll flip it around. So if you don't check the knee and you step between my legs, keep going. Okay, so you might have had this. If you didn't have the elbow very tight, do your elbow. Oh, no, what do we got here? So I have opportunities to switch that on him, right? But as soon as he buckles my leg, besides being a nice check, and he cracks, now he's connecting, and that's tight. And then he shifts back, wham, and he drags up and back and up, and he buckles that, he has two knees, knee, wham, he buckles it again, and then he just turns, crack. That is a very good entangled wing. Try doing it that way, it'll tighten everything up, you guys.